This kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They slot Gronkowski outright.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Given 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, Dustin Colquitt to punt for KC. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Time to step aside. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Throw now on first down. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a KC touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Robinson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. Back deep for Kansas City, DeAnthony Thomas. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now, never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the 3rd quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Gun. Detroit.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Blunt. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They slot Gronkowski outright. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They come out here in the eye. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
Well, that was definitely a surprise there. Handed to the big guy on first down. Heck, the first play of the drive. And when you see him get to the second level, as a former safety, I can just tell you, your eyes get really wide because you know you've got a lot to deal with at that point.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now it's Jamal Charles in the game. He gets the call here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Caught, Kelsey, left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build a play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together, but they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll begin here with Blunt. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. 2nd down following the run. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. They slot Gronkowski outright. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The whole bevy of Patriots there that time to bring him down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And no, it's incomplete. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. They go back to the air here after the INT. Being chased out left. And some room to work. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down in offense.
Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1. Throw. And Robinson with a big catch. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Come on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Well, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Blunt. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They come out with one back and three tight ends.
Shotgun. Shift. 19. Switch.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. Wilson to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
19.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The big fella. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Duke Williams. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room.